I'm Jenee Stevens Taylor. I am the head of research and consumer insights with Blue Dot Insights. So the key thing was my team is being set to expand and to become more vertical, meaning I will now have persons that report to me that supervise other people. And I was also moving away from being a strong individual contributor to my team. And there was a need for me to support the business with creating a team of strong contributors rather than that just being me. And so I needed to get some support, particularly in coaching and people development. How do I train up the members of my team to become what the business needs it to be as the key revenue generating center of the business? I think my aha moment came pretty early in the program. So the psychology module of the program was fairly eye-opening for me and also somewhat validating in terms of I'd never done formal personality assessments before. So the three that I was exposed to in the program that really helped me to understand or validate why I do some of the things that I do, why I function best in certain environments and not others, why my performance peaks under certain conditions and not others. But it also made me very aware of how I come across when I'm overextended. And as a leader, as someone who has to support my team, but also guide them, I need to be mindful of how I come across when we are in that high stress environment. And, really understanding how that high D can sort of create conflict so that it's something that I am more mindful of when I am interacting with members of my team, whether it's those persons who report to me or people that I report to. So that was critical for me, but also coming out of that, the motivators, and this is where the aha moment came. When I was able to rank what are those things that drive me, and realizing very, very quickly that I was not investing enough of my time into the things that drive me the most.
Yeah.
Into the parts of my life that make me feel most fulfilled and most refreshed at the end of a week. And so I've done almost an overhaul, like complete about face, where that is concerned. And it's really about how do I create that balance? Because the motivator one, that test showed me that spending time with people that I love, with the people that I hold nearest and dearest to me, my husband, my children, my relatives, my friends, really fill me up. And so I've been a lot more deliberate about building in that time into my schedule with as much precision as I build in my meetings and my deliverables. That's been a game changer for me coming out of the program. And it's something that I've sustained. It gets a little bit more difficult at times when the demands at work are harder, but it's helped me to set boundaries that was long overdue. So the other programs that I've done would have been more from a personal perspective, with just my personal upskilling, trying to get a handle on my very busy schedule and how I make that a reality, how I create that balance. I've always felt far removed from the recommendations that some of these programs would give. Like, that's not practical. I can't do that. That is not going to fit into my life. This is not practical for how busy I am, how packed my schedule is, the number of hats that I wear. I can't just say, okay, this is an A task and this is a B task, and A task get done by me and B task get delegated. I can't take that approach. I have to be a lot more fluid than that because of the different hats that I wear. And so that would have fed the concern that I had coming into this one. Am I going to get these great recommendations that I can't put into place in my life? And that was not the case. That was not the case with this program. And again, it comes back to that Friday morning session where I'm able to say to you, okay, I understand this in principle. This is my reality. How do I find a middle ground between the idea, which is what the principle is saying, and my reality? And getting that breakdown directly from you was instrumental to me saying, okay, maybe I can't get to that place, but I can get a lot closer to it than where I was. And over time, take incremental steps to get there. And so I've been doing that. Am I still busy at work? Yes. But am I more deliberate about how I enjoy myself on the weekend? Also, yes. Right. So it's just taking those incremental steps to get to where I need to be. That's been the difference. Actually understanding, having it broken down as to how I can put it in place in my life, and then seeing the results of it. So of course, once you start seeing the results, you're driven to do it more and more consistently. So firstly, I have been recommending the program. I have been recommending the program to a couple of my friends who are at similar levels in their career, even to friends of mine who do not live in Jamaica. So I said, it's virtual, do it. But what I really enjoyed about the program, and this is what I tell people all the time, is the way that it is structured. You wouldn't think going into an executive leadership program that the first 4 weeks you're going to spend working on you as a person, you as an individual, understanding yourself, understanding your triggers, understanding what depletes you, what fills you up, understanding how to manage your energy, how you create the type of environment that is most fulfilling. I did not expect that. I did not expect that when I came into the program. And I have to say that it was the foundation that I needed for everything else to work. I think if we had gone straight into the strategic planning, the managing people, managing in a crisis, communication, I don't know that it would have hit home as well without that psychology piece at the beginning. As I said, my aha moment, I mean, I had several throughout, but I think the most significant one for me came at the very beginning. So that's what I tell people about. I said the foundation, you're going to learn things that you've probably been exposed to in other executive trainings in terms of strategic planning and all of that. But what all of those programs are missing is that foundation, that understanding that being that effective leader starts with being the best version of you. And so the program starts there, and that makes the difference.